Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and it's been a hot minute since I've been on. And I just wanted to say hello to everyone, to all of my friends and everything like that. And this is going to be a bit of a health update. It's going to be a bit of a rant. So get ready for it. You ready? Today our drink of choice is Waterloo cherry limeade water because it is as hot as HELL toothpicks in Okie Dokie. And not that I'm saying we're hotter than any place else in the world, because I know my friends in other parts of the world are suffering too, but I hate the heat. I just find it very draining and I hate it. Which brings me to my first point. I have been suffering lately, and I want your opinion on this. I really do. I have been suffering lately with acute exhaustion. I mean, how I make it through work, I don't even know. But I do. I make it through work. I come home, and all I want to do on the weekends is sleep. And on the weekdays, on the weeknights, I'm in bed by 7 o'clock. Now, granted, I'm reading. You know, I do read and everything like that. But I don't read that long. And this acute exhaustion has gotten me pretty worried. I have a cousin, a very dear cousin, who has chronic fatigue syndrome. And I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that. And so I'm hoping that you guys are just going to tell me I don't need to get checked out by a doctor, that it's taking care of my mom, it's working full time, it's being in the heat, and to give myself some grace, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give myself some grace. But I'm serious. Whenever there's nobody in the house, I just immediately lie down. I immediately lie down and go to sleep whenever there's no one in the house. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been worried about it. Do you guys ever have those? I don't feel depressed. Like I don't think I'm having any kind of mental crisis. I think it's just a Gen X reaction to, I'm getting older, as we all are, and I want to retire, but I can't retire at the moment, and it's just getting harder and harder to wake up every day. Oh, that sounded really bad, didn't it? For all of you out there who know why that sounds bad, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. All right, but let's get to the meat of this video, because I want to do a floss tube video too. And because I haven't done one in a while. And I don't want to put them together because that confuses people. Okay, my mother got me this book. And it is called Sherlock Holmes and the Autumn of Terror by Randy Williams. And this is about if Sherlock Holmes went after Jack the Ripper. And look at the size of this chunker. This is a chunky little book. And I have been reading this book for what seems like an eternity. And I am stopping today. Now, here's my critique of the book. If you don't know anything about Jack the Ripper, and if you want to know absolutely everything, then get this book. This book has been researched down to the dust on the streets of Whitechapel. Every single inquest has been, well, I don't know what you call it. Wait a second. Every single inquest has been put in verbatim. It's gruesome, because the killings were gruesome, excuse me. But that doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me is two things, primarily. First off, it's a very poorly made book in that the pages are falling out. Like I read a page and I flip a page and it just comes out in my hand. And I'm like, and my mom paid $35 for this. And she got it. She wanted to do a buddy read on it because she's all into buddy reads now. Let's do buddy reads, Meg. Buddy reads. Because we buddy read Wuthering Heights, and she enjoyed that so much. And we both like Jack the Ripper. I mean, we like the story of it and everything like that. Obviously, we don't like the crimes. And so she got it on her Kindle, and she bought me, because I don't read electronically, I just don't. She bought me the hard copy. And so I have not told her that the book is put together like a piece of garbage. Look at this. Let me show you this. Let me show you some of this. First off, you see all the pages coming out? Look at how amateurishly it is written. Each paragraph has like a couple of spaces in between. It's not that it's, here's the guy who wrote it. Let's get in there. He's a freaky looking guy. It's not that it's written poorly. There's no grammatical errors, nothing like that. But he has researched the hell out of Jack the Ripper. And my whole thing, one of the things that I love about Jack the Ripper is that they never caught him. And it's such a perfect setup for other books to be written. You know, that whole Victorian London fog, you know, carriages, horses clip-clopping, and you can't see them through the fog and everything like that. And then Sherlock Holmes, my God, Sherlock Holmes, I adore Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock Holmes. And Watson, and the premise of the book was, it starts out where Watson's great-great-grandson has been bequeathed a box. And he can't open it till 125 years after Watson's death. So it's 125 years after Watson's death. And he goes to the bank and he opens it and he finds a bunch of journals in there and a bunch of little things and everything like that. And he's looking through it, and at the very bottom is an envelope in wax paper with a red ribbon around it that just says Jack. And I was all in. I dove into this book like I would dive into a cooling pool at the moment. I was all in. But now I'm a little bored. The thing about Jack the Ripper is they never caught him. And there's a million people out there with a million ideas of who he was and what happened, and maybe he was a woman, or maybe he was dressed as a woman, or maybe it was, you know, an American or a painter or more than one person, or, you know, this whole kind of thing. And then what we've done in here, what this guy has done, which I think is a crime against humanity, is he has given us the Ripper's perspective. So, like, when the Ripper is stalking a victim and everything like that, we're in the Ripper's head. And we're listening to the Ripper's thoughts and everything like that, which I think is complete BS. Because they never caught him. We don't know what his thoughts were. So don't act like you know what they were. I have to break up with this book. Could be part of my exhaustion is that I go to bed every night and I try. My mother is loving it. My mother is like, oh, I'm on chapter 225 and I'm loving it. And I'm like, here it is again, Sherlock Holmes and the Autumn of Terror. Just can't do it. This is what I want to read. I want to go back to my roots. A Game of Shadows. It's a gothic. Look, she's got a gothic. There's the house. See the house? There's the man. And it's short. And I want to go back to my roots and start reading some more cheesy 1960s and 1970s gothics. But my problem is that I've run out. I have run out. And I've been to Gardner's a couple of times. I can't find anything, but I need to go back out to Gardner's, and I need to do some real looking. Gardner's is a used bookstore, by the way. I need to do some real looking. But I'm breaking up with Jack the Ripper. Yes, I'm sorry, Jack. I don't know how to tell you this, but at the moment, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. So I'm breaking up with Jack the Ripper. And I'm going to hope that helps with my exhaustion, because I think maybe part of my exhaustion is, and I'm not lying here, I'm not trying to be over dramatic, is the dread of trying to get through this book. This will be my whole summer, man. I don't have the whole summer to spend on the inquests and, P.C. Morrison rounding the corner with his lantern at 1:45. And why were they all up at 2:30 in the morning? Nothing good happens after 10 o'clock, girl. Stay inside. Well, I know why they were out, because they had to make a living, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm ditching this, and I'm starting this one tonight, and we're going to get back to our roots, and we're going to get back to having some fun on this channel. Do you know that I have been on 8 years? I've been on 8 years, and I have never made it to 400 subscribers. But I have made such wonderful friends, and I've had such a wonderful time. I'm still going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. But yeah, maybe not let my mom do buddy reads with me for a while. Maybe I should tone that down a little bit, because I've got some Victorian classics I want to read. Like I said, I want to go back to my roots. I want to go back to my roots, and I want to feel better. So here's your assignment. What's up with my exhaustion? Am I copping out by DNFing this book? And did you miss me? Because I missed you guys too. All right, now I'm going to get set up for a floss tube one, which I haven't done in a while. And I will check you later.